Uranus. In the movie, where did the navigator find him? He found him in the past, in a monarchy system of government where there's kings and queens. This was the internal world for Uranus. The external world, what he was attracted to, was anarchy, a system that had to be put into place for the navigator to actually get an audience with this immortal. In that process, what we learned is Uranus is space, not time, where Saturn is time, not space. So we have separated these two concepts of space-time in the embodiment of these characters in the movie, Uranus and Saturn. And we had to go to the past to find Uranus because it's the mind, and time travel is connected to the past. We use imagination to access the future from the past because we need evidence. The past is fixed, where the future is mutable. It can be changed through intention and action. So we found Uranus in the alternative history of the Tartarians and Scythians of the north, who are the descendants of Japhet, son of Noah, during their height and reign with their Greco-Roman buildings with their statues and their beautiful gardens, and who were the people responsible for taking down the Babylonian Empire. So they've been effectively erased from history as retaliation. And we learn that the color for Uranus is white, where Saturn's color is black, right? We want to have these contrasts so that way we know what something is and what something is not. By defining it this way, it helps us become navigators ourselves within the game. And this is how the navigator's process worked to build a relationship with this particular immortal, Uranus, to get him go on this journey. So one of the choices in the game, for example, is Uranus will provide you either a helmet or a crown. Depends on what it is that you want your mission to be. So you get this choice as an audience member, participator. So, you can make that choice to choose either the helmet or the crown, and then that'll lead you down different aspects of building that relationship with Uranus, right? Through this process. This is a choose your own adventure movie. And don't forget, you also have the choice to come up with your own idea, right? This is part of the process. And if your idea is better than the helmet or the crown, not necessarily better, but just intriguing, it resonates with others, then by people's participation within these choices, if your choice is more entertaining, more enjoyable, more rewarding, we can all start moving in that direction and exploring those options, which will help us learn and grow and build a community based off this new type of learning system. So Uranus active is position, because all of time comes with its own space around it, and perspective is the tool in which you use to access it. And then you have the passive Uranus, which would be location. And location makes a difference as well, because this is how you understand where you are in space. When you want to travel to another location in space, you have to know how to get there. So this is the gifts in which Uranus brings, right? Besides the celestials, to use the celestials as navigation with the sun, moon, and stars. So the gifts for this are the compass, maps, and the GPS. So there's the trinity of reward. Having that understanding brings a lot more clarity and aim and purpose to how your movements make ripples in space. So Saturn would be nature, and that's where we're going next on the Patreon. And we're building. That's going to be the feet, because where we walk, where we go, This is control, right? Or Uranus is the key there is offering. That's the bridge. We've talked about this before. When you travel, when you look at the color white within travel, there's an offering. So, and Saturn being black, that's nature, the earth, that's the body, where Uranus is the mind. And instead of nature, it is nurture.